So, like, in terms of other stuff you've done in recent years, you've worked with churches, Gorillaz, covered the Twilight Sad remix, Noel Gallagher. Like, tell me a bit about what you get out of that collaboration process, working with different people like that.
Yeah, they're quite random. I mean, I get a reasonable number of requests through in an average year to do things, get involved with producing or whatever. Sometimes I do things like not publicly and just like I'll comment on if it's like a younger artist, younger band, and like what I offer an opinion for what is but actually collaborating and getting involved in something which is going to be for public consumption, it's very I don't know if there's any good reason. I just sort of think, yeah, that'd be good. There's no. I don't have a manager. We don't have management, and we haven't had it. Like I say, we haven't had a label. So something just to, it appeals to me. I did the thing with Chino from the Deftones like recently, and it's just because he just sent me the track, said, "Do you fancy like if you can sing what you want?" I thought it's great. I loved it. I'm kind of picky in what I do or I don't do, but I think that. If I'm sent something and I like it, then I just do it. I don't really think, oh, will this further their career or mine? I just think this will be really, I was surprised, when Damien asked me to do Gorillaz, I was genuinely surprised that they asked me. But it was great, I hadn't spoken to him for, I don't even know how long. And it was just really nice to be part of that for a brief period. It was a really enjoyable experience. And similarly, like being asked to remix one of Noel's songs, I didn't know he was a Cure fan. I'd seen him, we've bumped into him over the years at festivals and stuff, and the crew always saying to me, Noel Gallagher was watching him on the side, so it's like, well, where else are you going to go on a festival, like with a headline band? Everyone ends up on the side of the stage. But yeah, so that was a nice surprise. And yeah, I probably should have done more, if I'm honest. I should probably have used my time, But often I think really, once I get involved with it, I think I really want it to be great. And I'm not always sure that I can bring to someone else's project what they think I'm going to bring. So I often just decline because I'm never, there is a part of me that worries that it's not going to be like they want it to be. It's not going to be as good as they think it's going to be. And so I think it's better just to remain like shadowy figure. And it could have been great, but So
Have you got any more collaborations planned or any more kind of work
I
with
do actually have one coming up. Yeah, I won't say what it is because they want it to be a surprise. But yeah, there is one in the offing. But now I'm more immersed in this back into Cure world as well. So but yeah, I like them. It just makes me step into someone else's world. That's how I feel. It's like I'm drawn into someone else's sphere, and it's like it's just nice engaging with people who do what I do and just see how they do it. It's kind of interesting, and generally people are everyone's really nice, and it's a good experience. Like often I turn things down, and then afterwards I think, why did I say no? That's the downside to it. But